Today I'm going to be doing Sage Mode Naruto from the Pain arc versus John Hancock from the movie Handcock. And majority of Hancock's feats are like things he do with low difficulty, so it's hard to say where he's truly at, so this will be a low ball scaling for him, but it will be pretty much good enough for the fight. Started with Naruto, it's pretty easy to scale him because he's pretty much just surpassed Jiraiya at this point, even stated by Pain to be more of a difficult fight. So at this point in the story, especially with Sage Mode, Naruto could scale to maybe like large mountain level to island level, and I won't really use the Kuruma mode amps because it wouldn't really make any sense in a one-on-one fight for him to use that. And it's pretty much implied that if Naruto was to use all 9 tails, his body would basically be destroyed or something of that category. If that wasn't the case, he would have just let the 9 tails kind of murder Pain, and then he would have retreated back to his, normal form. But again, he knew that it would not really work out good for him, so Naruto would be dead in this situation. Speed wise, he was able to react and keep up with Kakashi early on in Shippuden, and then later on was able to blitz Pain multiple times, so you can definitely put him at massively hypersonic. Now with Handcock, this is where it gets weird. Of course, he was able to carve a heart deep enough in the moon to where you can see it from the earth. That surface area of the moon, at least from what I was able to find, is around the size of Africa. To create what would have to be massive ravines inside of the moon would put him at maybe low to mid continental. Speed wise, you can put him at high hypersonic with an extreme low ball attached to that because he creates sonic booms while flying, but he was able to escape Earth's gravity and travel to the moon and back, I would definitely say without being seen, since they all act surprised at the end. But there is no way to scale that since it's an off-screen feat, so I'll just leave him at high hypersonic and let it be that. I'm just gonna do a quick rundown of the powers, then we're gonna get into the fight. Naruto, everybody knows what he can do. Rasengan, Shadow clones, and I've even given him his Sage clones that he had saved up for Pain for this fight. Handcock is the one that people might not know as much about. He has super strength. He was able to fling a well and stand still and stop a train. He can create tornadoes, but he doesn't really use them because of mass destruction, but this will come in handy for Naruto's clones. He was able to regenerate from a skull fracture in less than an hour. And he has super hearing, so even if you want to put Naruto as faster just for the sake of a fun fight, he will be able to react to any setup attacks, maybe not just a straight up speed blitz punch, but pretty much anything else he can. So now that we said all that, who wins this fight? And I would say it's a pretty simple answer. Handcock quite literally places his cock on Naruto's forehead and murders him. The only way that I see Naruto standing a chance is the fact that Handcock is very cocky, no pun intended. Based on the way we've seen him fight, it's safe to assume that he will try to block an attack instead of dodging it. If Naruto uses his strongest attack and Handcock tries to tank it, it's possible that it will do enough damage to where Naruto can fight him on equal level. So 99% of the time, Handcock just low diffs him, and at 1%, if everything goes into Naruto's favor and we extremely low ball Handcock scaling, then Naruto could possibly win.